Hey, it's going to be an ECW review for the 31st of March, and I almost didn't review this show because, as far as I'm concerned, the WWE didn't put on a show worth reviewing here. This was terrible. Right, for those of you who don't know, basically this is what happened. Raw was filmed on Monday night, and SmackDown and ECW were all filmed at the same time as Raw. So basically, SmackDown and ECW had about an hour before Raw to get their matches filmed, because apparently wrestlers can't work after 10 or something like that, because they, for some reason, they didn't film after Raw went off the air. But yeah, so basically ECW and SmackDown have become a total inconvenience to the WWE this week. And you know what really annoys me? Raw wasn't even good. Raw was fucking mediocre, and so to preserve that mediocre Raw so it can't be spoiled, etc., etc., we have to watch these shitty episodes of ECW and I presume SmackDown, right? So this ECW was basically full of recap packages, recapping the main feuds going into WrestleMania. It even had, at one point, and I kid you not, even had Todd Grisham advertising what's coming up after the break, a recap package of the Shawn Michaels Undertaker feud. They actually advertised that. Unbelievable, right? Right, okay, forget it. First match, there were two. First match, Christian and Finlay versus Kane and Mark Henry. Who thought this was a good idea? This was obviously going to be shit. Kane, Mark Henry, Finlay, they're all crap. Christian, usually it's me saying Christian was clearly the best thing in this match, and other people saying, well, that's debatable. How can you fucking debate it here? Christian is clearly the best thing in this match by miles. For all you Christian fans out there, right, if he does not win Money in the Bank, the dream is dead. It's over. I'm a huge Christian fan. If he doesn't win it, then he's fucked. He's going to be in the mid-card forever. Yeah, well, basically this match is shit, as Christian has to take the pinfall again. Why is Christian have to put these people over? Why can't they just put Finlay? He's a fucking idiot. Finlay means nothing. It means nothing. There's no chance of him winning the match. But Christian had to put on Mark Henry. Mark Henry hit... Christian went for a crossbody and Mark Henry hit the world's weakest scoop slam that Jeff Hardy could do, which apparently is his finisher to show his strongman credentials. And then he clotheslined Kane at the end. And yeah, now we're to believe Mark Henry can even climb the fucking ladder, which I don't believe to begin with, right? Then we had recap packages. And as I said, Todd Grisham advertised, after the break, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels recap package of the feud, right? We had that. Then we had Cena, Edge, Big Show recap package. Then we had WrestleMania 23 recap. Vince is bald. Who gives a fuck? Then we had Orton Triple H recap package, which was... I don't give a shit. So by this time there are 5 minutes left in the show. And if you sat through all this to watch the Bellas, then you're a crazy man. And I did. But I was watching on the internet, so I just rewinded through fast-forwarded rather, through all the fucking package things. So, main event, Nikki Bella, who's the bad Bella for the record, and Brie Bella, who's the good Bella. I found another way of distinguishing between the two. Nikki Bella... Right, Brie Bella wrestles like a really bad version of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, okay? Lots of sort of arm drags and drop kicks, etc. Nikki Bella, because she's a heel, wrestles like, and I never thought I'd say these words, a really bad version of Kevin Nash. And yeah, I know you're wondering, how can someone be worse than Kevin Nash? She is worse. She does the knee to the gut Kevin Nash does every single match. The elbow to the face and the big club to the back. She wrestles like Kevin fucking Nash. This was... It was bad. It was bad. I don't want to, I don't want to say it was any worse than it was. It was just bad. Alright, Miz and Morrison come up on the apron to provide the distraction. Then Nikki Bella wins with a roll-up. What a surprise. Another win with a roll-up. If someone had any interest in this, and I'm sure no one does, you could just go look back over the last 20 Divas matches and see how many were won with a roll-up, and I swear it would be like 85%, which would be 17. So this shambles of an ECW episode ends when the ring announcer says, the winner of this match, Vicky Bella. It's Nikki, you prick. This isn't even a live show, and they've broadcast Vicky Bella. They just don't care at all what happened on this ECW, and I think no one's going to notice, right? But I noticed. Now the 12 people who are still watching this review noticed. So that's it. For once I'm not going to go 10 minutes. This was awful. This meant nothing, and it was all for that rubbish Raw we just saw. What a joke. Anyway, leave your comments if you have any. Rate it. Ask questions if you want. Subscribe if you want. You know, do that stuff. I'll see you for a SmackDown review, which I fear will be just as damning as this one. So.